Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Court dismisses case against Edo government, says case targeted at crippling governance before the polls. Now, wow, there is no length or height or breadth they will not go to make sure that this election, somebody, they win. It's a game, and at the end of the day, one person will emerge. But like they normally say, politics in Nigeria is so dirty. How true is that? It's really a dirty game, because what you are hearing right now is that some persons are making sure that are going forward, making sure that those state government account is frozen. Okay, what is the essence of this? If it's frozen, the government cannot access credible amount of money to be able to even do things in the community, thereby leading it to be handicapped. And this is part of the strategy to make sure that they lose the election. So when this suit got to court is saying, this case is targeted at crippling the government before elections. We'll get to the details in a minute. But by the way, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. A very warm big thank you to every one of you for your support. Thanks for always being there. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. The government of Edo State is being targeted by lawsuits seeking to make sure that the government has nothing to offer by the time elections is around the corner. Just something to make sure that they frustrate this government. But the court has dismissed this case. Let's get on to the news and really know what has happened. Court dismisses case against Edo government, says case targeted at crippling governance before polls. The Federal High Court, Abuja, on Thursday dismissed a court suit filed by Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria against Edo government, asking for an order to freeze the state government accounts. Justice Okon, in a ruling on an expert motion marked FHC/ABJ/SC/667/2013 2020 brought by counsel against the state government, Governor Gordon Obaseki and his administration, in an effort to say the government do not have access to the account to do what it needs to do in government until after election. The judge has seen this case as unnecessary and says Governor Gordon Obaseki is due to be in office until the elections are done and the new government is in place. If he's re-elected, then he continues for another 4 years. If not, then a new government, he hands over to a new government. But for the access and finance accounts of the government to be frozen is unnecessary. And by this, the ruling is that the political party urging for the court to freeze the accounts of the Edo State government is therefore unnecessary, and the case has been dismissed. Well, my people, this is a lawsuit filed against Governor Gordon Obaseki, seeking for the accounts of Edo State government to be frozen. So what happens is that the government will no longer be able to have access to these accounts, and so therefore it will be crippled, okay, not to be able to do anything again. I don't understand. I don't know who these people are and why they are seeking, they said they are union of whatever, to close the accounts of Edo State government. This is really going a bit far. You see, there is all indication everybody is fighting every way possible to see to it that they win the election, even if it means manipulating the other person, or even if it means making sure that the other person, it's a lot of manipulations. Yeah, that's the right word, going on with the election. But it ought not to be so. It's supposed to be free and fair. You don't have to use, what is this? Trying to get some people to sue the government to say that what evidence do you have? And why have you gone on to say that the account of the state should be frozen? Anyway, bottom line, their tactics has has not seen the light of day. Okay, so they are seeking that the accounts of Edo state government be frozen. Remember that Gordon Obaseki is still working. Just today, he commissioned some solar power water projects in some communities when they went for word-to-word campaign. And the whole essence of this is so that, whether you like it or not, election is around the corner, yes, but, there is still work ongoing. You see what I mean? Work is still ongoing. Whether you like it or yes, work is still ongoing. There is still many, there is still many other, and many other, other things. The government is still running. September the 19th is the day that has been slated for the election. But the truth of the matter is, until September the 19th, until the whole election is done and eventually a new government is instituted. If Governor Gordon Obaseki, wins the election, he comes on board. If not, whoever becomes the new government comes on board. You don't give opportunity for, you have to make sure that, yes, the government is still up and running. Teacher salaries will be paid. People will go here and there. There is still a lot of things that will be done, with finances in the government. So for you to go and be seeking that the some persons to be seeking that the accounts of the government be frozen, it kind of seemed like an activity, a witch hunt kind of activity, to make sure that they incapacitate the government. Well, Edo State, we don't know why this is being done, why there is so many, opposition to this government. But however it is, whatever the case might be, it is important that the people of Edo State be the one to decide and say, yes, this is what we want to do. People of Edo State are the ones to determine who will become their next governor. People of Edo State are the ones to pick. So we don't want people manipulating or trying to use the opportunity that they have to try and influence government. Anyway, this lawsuit has been thrown away. But the truth of the matter is there are 14 candidates contesting and seeking election in Edo State. Part of this 14 candidates, two big parties, APC and PDP. The PDP is the incumbent governor's seats. That is Governor Gordon Obaseki, who is seeking re-election for a second term. The APC is a politician, a seasoned politician in the state, Pastor Sage Ize Iyamu, really supported by the person of Adams Oshomole. So there is a lot, accompanying this at this time. We want to say, please vote and vote wisely. The ball is in your court. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. From us, it's bye for now.